It was Albert Einstein who first noted that we can look at time as a dimension, the fourth dimension. Well, with maps in the IELTS task 1, in the academic, you're always going to have, well, frequently, you're going to have elements of time that you need to express. And so being able to see change over time with a flat piece of paper is a skill that, if you have it, you're lucky. If you don't, you need to develop it. Right? Right. Okay. Let's look at an example. I put this map on the Facebook group IELTS Tips and Tricks in order to teach a lesson, which I'm going to finish now. All right, I put this, here it is. This is called Chorley wood. It's from an IELTS book, IELTS 5, I think. It might have been 6, no, 5. So it's early, but, and there's never been anything like it I've seen since. But it's a great exercise in seeing changes over time, because you're looking at one map, but it's actually 4 maps. I'll show you what I mean. Remember? All right, I first put it in color, but this is kind of, I mean, the black and white one was kind of messy, so I put it in color. All right, what happened? Well, this is Chorley wood in 1867. It doesn't exist yet. It was, in 1868, what do we have? Boop. Aha. How would you describe where that's located? Think about it. Tell me. Say it out loud. It's in the middle of the map. No. It's on the paper. No. It's south of the north of the east-west road. Yes, south of that, but that's not what it's closest to. So, by 1922, between 1883, this happened. All right? Now, how would you describe that growth? What direction did it go? What did it follow? Follow, follow, follow. And about halfway through that time, in 1909, they built the railway. Choo-choo. What happened after that? Oh, look at that. Once again, development along the road, but also, significantly, along the railway, on the south side of the railway. Just followed the railway. And then in 1970, everything changed with the introduction of the motorway. And with the motorway, what happened? Boom. The final stage of development occurred along the motorway. Where? There. So I've taught this, I've read dozens of reports on this map because it's part of one of our classes at EduLink, where I am a teacher. And I've seen so many possible overviews, and we came up with these 4 from the group. Overall, more roads as population group. No, there were no more roads, just the one road. Between 1794, people shifted from the west to the east. Now, people didn't shift. The development just happened in the east. They prefer to live beside the motorway. Can't say that. No, you don't know that. It looks like all the nice areas were full after constructing them. Now here, another over here. When you present time, present it chronologically in the order that it happened. It's confusing otherwise. What has underwent about a century with few important transportation links. Don't make judgments. Few is judgmental. And overall, it can be seen that there are more number of developed areas in the village after the development of transportation modes. Yes, but more importantly, you need to say how the transportation influenced the development. That's what we're looking for. That's the key point. The main information is the connection. So here's what I would have written, what I did write. There is a map which, using a relative pronoun here, allows you to create a complex sentence right off the bat. Now at the beginning, get it out of the way, which illustrates how a community outside of London named Chorley Wood Village grew during the 19th and 20th centuries. Overall, it can be seen that the growth of the village was shaped by transportation infrastructure. See, that was the word I was looking for, who I forgot who I asked, but roads, railways, motorways, airports, bridges, ports, tunnels, these are all transportation infrastructure. The roads, railway, and motorways servicing Chorley Wood influenced the direction of its expansion. Just as with the graph and a pie chart or all of the other types, do not include any specifics. And I did say the type of transportation infrastructure, but don't include anything, no details in the overview. The direction of its expansion. Okay, from its founding in 1868, Chorley Wood's early development was on the east side of an existing north-south main road, main artery. By 1922, it had, past perfect tense, good, had approximately tripled its 1883 size. Why do I include this? Because just as in a table, on all the other ones, the instructions are the same. You must make comparisons where relevant. And this we have compared the initial size with its size by 1922. With the addition of a railway and station, 1909, Chorley Wood expanded west of the main road and eastward along the line of tracks. Dramatic development took place after 1970, when the completion of the motorway accompanied growth at its junctions with the railway and an existing east-west main road. That's the whole of it. No, the east-west main road, this one up on top here, does not come into play until the later years when something happens near it. What did I not mention? The Chorley Wood Park and Golf Course. We don't know when it was built, so we have no knowledge of how it affected the growth. So I hope you learned something from that. Look for connections between the elements of a map. How does something influence something else? Is there a correlation? And here the correlation is the development took place along the lines of transportation infrastructure. Good night.